Hello and welcome to a legacy stream that we're going to be having today. Today we have a little bit of a variety stream. We're going to be playing some Death and Taxes. This one is a suggestion by Thalia Tyrell. There you go. Alright, hell yeah, we're doing it today. Then we're gonna be playing some Espervile, and then finally we're gonna finish things up with good old classic Yorion Strifopile. So this is what we're gonna be starting up with. Then we're gonna be moving on to Espervile over here, trying out Baron Tolarian Archmage, which is a brand new card from M21, and we actually have an eliminating the cyber. This is a list that I kind of stole from Maxtortion and then made a couple of changes to. And then finally, this is Lynn Chalice's masterpiece. Lynn Chalice has been destroying with this list in basically every event that happens over the weekends, like all the challenges and stuff like that. So this is what we're going to be playing to finish things up today. But let's start off with step number 1. D&T, good old D&T, the deck that has not changed in I don't know how many years, but yeah, so classic Thalia. You can't escape the taxes, right? So we have Thalia, we have Mom to protect all of our critters, Stoneforge Mystic with like our classic equipment setup. 4 Revokers, I imagine this is because the deck really struggles against specifically Oko. So I imagine that Revoker is the way that we can kind of like slow down the Oko menace a little bit. Of course, the weirdest card in the entire Legacy format that actually sees play, which is Flicker Wisp. Recruiter of the Guard to go tutor all of her 1-drops, all of her 1-off, sorry, Mirren Crusader, Sanctum Prelate, Palace Jailer. All of these are going to be very good in different situations. And then we have a mana base where we're playing Flagstones. I have no idea why. I have no idea why we're playing Flagstones. This seems so bad against, well, everything kind of. I guess it is a combo with the Cataclysm and the Cyborg, so maybe that's it. But it's gonna be really sad if we get paired against like a Blood Moon deck and we get locked out of casting double white spells. But hopefully that doesn't happen. We have some Caracas, of course. Mishra's Factory as a one-off, you know, kind of like beating down with assembly workers. A bunch of planes. We are splitting between planes and snow-covered planes because value. It used to be because of Predict. That you would split planes and snow-covered planes because of the card Predict, but I mean nowadays I don't know why you would. Anyway, ports and wastelands. So we have a little bit of a mana denial aspect that is key and classic to Death and Taxes. And this time we have, as I was saying, Cataclysms. This card, the best thing about this card is the art. No, all kidding aside, this is pretty sweet against all the like the stupid snow decks. Because it actually you choose the cards and then you sack the rest. And Planeswalkers weren't a thing back in Exodus when this card was printed, so you are forcing your opponent to sacrifice all of their Planeswalkers, which is pretty sweet. Council Judgments against problematic permanents. Leonin Relic Warder as a tutorable answer to artifacts and enchantments. Resting Pieces. There was Canonist against combo, 1 of Disenchant, of course, the best possible art, couple of Path to Exile, Surgicals, and Grafdigger's Cage. Let's go. Let's go. Thought about building the Yorion Strifopile. Oh yeah, it's pretty sweet. We're gonna be playing it. I think I have it second on the list if I'm not mistaken. What does the title say? Yeah, second on the list. All right. Apparently this torpedoed the challenge over the weekend, which is pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting if you ask me. Especially because this deck has not been doing well in probably years at this point. So we have 2 of our equipment in our hand, which means that Stoneforge is going to be terrible. And then we have... this has to be a mulligan, right? It just looks pretty bad. Somehow this looks even worse. Oh, DNT, never change. Never change. For revokers, I guess for workers. Yeah, Trex, I think that this deck really struggles with Oko specifically, so... Alright, this hand looks actually fine, so we're gonna keep this one. Gonna bottom one of this Aether Vials, and I guess we're gonna bottom the Sanctum Prelate. The Flicker Wisp represents a lot more potential value down the line. My opponent moves to 4. Maybe I should have kept the Sanctum Prelate. Move to 3. Oh, we have a port. It's kind of hot. Unless they're playing like Belcher or something, in which case the port doesn't really matter, but it could. Oh, one thing that you want to be aware of is in this deck you actually want stopping your opponent's upkeep because of this card. I guess that I can just turn it off and on whenever I'm doing that thing. Port Vial is one of the best feelings. It is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. It is a combo deck, unsurprisingly. Faithless Looting, so is this mono black? Black red, sorry? No, it's Dredge. Alright, so we're probably just... That's a multi 3 for my opponent. Holy shit. Alright. Okay, I mean, that's not terrible. The dredges were pretty weak. Nice ration port, nerd. Nice port, nerd. Uh-oh. So we're gonna need like a Stoneforge. That's probably our best draw right here. So we can start to get a Vader Skull going. Or we can just, yeah, just draw a brick. I think I have to hardcast this Flicker Wisp. It doesn't matter what we do here. It's whatever. But it stops the onslaught of dudes. The good thing is my opponent cannot discard anything of relevance from my hand. Next level thinking. They do have therapy. Yeah, opponent moved to 3. But they're doing pretty well over there. So it's only one bridge so far. And I think we probably want to leave this at 3. We'll let it chill there. Oh, come on. We can't really attack. This is the saddest timeline. What are we looking for here? I guess Stoneforge is still our best draw. Ugh. Finally milled the looting. Yeah, we're just done here. I think we just lose. Link to the Discord. 100% cape. There you go. You've been served. Ox. It's kind of cool. I have the Gak. Well, would kind of love to find the Caracas at least. If I'm gonna keep drawing stupid lands, might as well be Caracas, right? Now they get 2 Sombos. Ugh. Ask and you shall receive, I guess. Damn it. Do I want to play Manaless Dredge? No, I certainly do not. That deck is not good. This deck is good. I think that actual Dredge is pretty good. But Manaless Dredge is not. I think we just pack it in here, right? We can't really beat this. Like, we literally have a Snowcover Plains in our hand. I guess them sacking the Gag to something was a reason to have bounced it. Yeah, alright. We can move on to the next game. Grafdigger's Cage, thank you very much. Surgical Extraction, rest in peace. I don't think we want Cataclysm. We definitely want Path. Do we want Path? I kind of don't want Path either. Thalia seems disruptive enough. Crusader seems honestly kind of hot. Jailer seems pretty awful. This might be okay. GTA seems good. Revoker can actually name LED, so I think I'm gonna keep the Revokers in the deck. Sophie seems pretty bad. Skull and GTA what we're going to get 100% of the time, basically. Swords are bad, but okay. Stoneforges are good. Prelate can probably go. We could Prelate on 1, but by the time this can come down, it's definitely just too late. Yeah, we have Rip. We have Rip, we have Surgical, and we have Cages. So we do have some form of Fate, which is cool. Crusader has Pro Black, so this seems worth it. Especially if we can get it to wear like a GTA or a Skull. Mom, we can probably shave 1. Shaved Mom, best Mom. Thalia seems okay on the play, but definitely not good enough on the draw. Is it even okay on the play? Yeah, I think it might be okay on the play. Cruder is fine. Just got some STPs. Let's try something like this. No hate card. Ship it. Still no hate card. Ship it. Yes, hate card. Keep it. Alright, keep. We bought one of these stupid Caracas. And we bottom the Wisp. And I think I'm gonna cage on 1. Well, I mean, I'm definitely gonna cage on 1. Seems more important than the Vial. Mana Confluence. What's up, Cred Bros? How's it going? How to play against Dredge? Yeah, for real, right? Well, I think I'm gonna waste here. Or I can Revoker for LED. That seems better, right? We can waste... No, I think I'm just gonna Wasteland plus play Vial. This seems like a more disruptive approach here. This cannot come back because of the cage, so we don't care. And if my opponent does have an LED and they want to like put it into like activate looting or whatever, we can surgical something relevant in response. Ha! Bottom the Flicker Wisp. Outplayed! Opponent has been outplayed successfully. For a second, I thought this was some new modern tech. Then I saw Wasteland, almost had a heart attack. No. Yeah, this is definitely not modern. I would not be playing Death and Taxes in modern. It's not good. Alright, what do you get from EOP? Cabal Therapy. I think this is fine. They're probably gonna name Surgical. Yeah. But that means that we're gonna get to revoke her LED. And I want to do it main phase because I don't want to get got by something. And next turn we can attack with Revoker, equipped with a GT, and we can start getting GT counters. I think my opponent's trying to get stuff into the yard so they can Cephalic Coliseum. Now they are going to be able to, thanks to this, by sacking the Gemstone Mine here. Oh, they're just flashing back the looting. Oh, Breakthrough, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. They cannot cast the Gak though. That's a Wisp. Oh, shield. Cage stops looting. Oh, that's a good point. You're right, Thalia. You are completely right. Uh-oh. So we can save this. I think it's worth it, right? And then we can use the GT to kind of like stabilize the board. Yeah. Cage is quite good against graveyard decks, the more you know, yeah. The Wisp, in order to protect the Cage, was kind of clutch too. Alright. One last one. Anything we want to change? Do you have any suggestions, Thalia, for things for us to change? Considering this is our sideboard, right? Containment Priest? Yeah, well, we're not playing Containment Priest now. Unfortunate, but yeah, we're not playing Containment Priest here. Looks good, just multiplying the hate. Got it. Good thinking. Wear Tear from my opponent is very interesting, right? I don't know if that's stock. I don't remember seeing that when Arkan was doing really well with Dredge. Don't remember seeing Wear Tear in his sideboard. This looks good to me. We already have a Surgical, but we're gonna be able to Vial into Mom, into Thalia, hopefully. This is not like hard hate, but if we get this Vial going, probably gonna be in good shape. Looking at you, Mirror Crusader. And this is 0 mana hate, which is pretty important, right? Keep putting most to 6. But yeah, as we saw in game 1, Dredge can very easily just mulligan to 3 and beat you handily. What is this? Breakthrough into sack LED into gross turn 1. Careful study resolves. This is interesting. This is interesting. Okay. They just pass the turn. Or maybe not. They don't pass the turn. Okay. So if we take the thugs, they cannot. If we surgical the thugs here, they cannot dredge. They're just going to draw 2 and discard 2. So I think we take them. If they find one of their other 8 dredgers, we might be in trouble. But they're far away from casting an Ox. Gonna take a quick picture here. Thank you for the follow, CPT Valley 1022. But yeah, I think that this is one of the very specific scenarios where it might actually be correct to blow up the dredgers instead of something else. Turn 1 vial, let's go. Alright, hopefully we slow them down enough to get our disruptive pieces in play. So now if we draw like a breakthrough or a careful study, they actually cannot cast it, which is nice. And this mom is gonna get frisky. Is that a good draw? Not sure whether that one was a good draw or not. Alright. Wanna know? Easy. Death and Taxes Master over here. 100% win rate. Clearly a master at work. Surgical in the right thing. Dominating. Absolute domination. Absolute domination. Thank you for that follow there. Chase strip. Stellar. Exactly. Oh, that's a word I like. Stellar. That's a nice word. Seems to me that the leaks are a little bit slow today. The leaks are a little bit on the slow side over there. Maybe people are afraid. They just know that I am a Death and Taxes master and they don't want to join the queue and get paired against me. I understand that. I understand that. Cowards. Absolute cowards. Absolute cowards. Didn't open my Streamlabs. Brutal. Kind of like a streaming noob over here. Oh man. This deck is kind of fun. It's not 100% my style of deck. Like I'm a little bit more excited about the Esper Vial deck that we're gonna be playing later. But this is it's a cool deck though. It does have a little bit of a toolboxy aspect. We have a couple of toolboxes here. So it's okay. It's okay. I dig it. I dig it. But yeah, Yorion Thieves is gonna be fun too. I actually have to buy the 4th copy of DAC, which I didn't own, and it was like 7 tickets, which kind of blew my mind a little bit. Was not expecting DAC to be that expensive, considering it's played in like 1 deck. It was kind of surprising how expensive it was. Yeah, and for the next Legacy stream, I remember that we had a Dono League Legacy Ant for Trex. So that's gonna be interesting. I didn't get the cards and I didn't get a good list for today, but for the next Legacy stream we're gonna be doing some Ant. Which card? Dak Faden. It's in the deck that we're gonna be playing after. And yes, you read it correctly. That is a Notion Thief. That is a Notion Thief. This plus this and or this is a combo. Particularly with this one. Have to wait because no one likes Legacy, it's all about Modern. I mean, considering the fact that I am the last Modern streamer, I understand. There we go. We find our next victim, chat. Found our next victim after 4 minutes. 4 minutes waiting. Getting paired against Yakalder. Okay. 24 land, no lander. Damn, this would have been a heck of a draw with one land. So we probably want to bottom this Sophie. Because I'm planning on playing Thalia anyway on turn 2. So like we're not going to be able to play this Sophie until very many turns from now. So we don't even have the mana to cast this Sword of Fire and Ice. Alright, what are we getting paired against? Basic Forest. Uh-oh. Here's my mom. Yeah, this matchup is unwinnable, so this matchup is effectively unwinnable. Okay, so we can play this named Symbiote. Or we can play this. Yeah, Pendulum is interesting. Seems not very good, but I think I'm gonna go with Thalia. Next turn we can Waste plus Revoker, or we can Mom plus Revoker. How is there another vial and another Thalia back there? Because I was lazy and I'm gonna be using the vial for the for the Esper vial list, so that is a reason. Uh-oh. I respect that. Yep, exactly. So I guess we just have 6 here. Huh, I think they might have messed up there. All right, this is fine. Let's move to the next game. Okay, so these are consideration. These are probably the ones that I actually actively want in my deck. So these are the ones that I want. These are the considerations. I mean, we definitely, they have 4 cards. They have, 7 cards total that this stops. That is the 4 Zeniths and the 3 Natural Orders. This matchup is unwinnable even when they mess up. Yeah, that honestly sounds reasonable. Maybe Revoker would have been better than Thalia there. Yeah, I was playing around Natural Order. I was not playing around. Also, what was I gonna name? I was gonna name Symbiote with Revoker, right? And then it would have been the same thing. It would have been like the same. The result would have been exactly the same. So I do think I want the cages. Thalia seems a little bit more defensible on the play than on the draw. Sophie can probably go, since we're going to be getting GT 100% of the time, all the time. Mom is okay. Revoker on Druid. You never Revoker on Druid. Hey Dakin, how's it going? You never Revoker on Heritage Druid. That's just not what it's about. I don't even know how to cyber for a matchup like this. I'm gonna go with something like this, but it could be nonsense. All right. Okay. Bottom the Wisp. We have an endgame. We do have an endgame. Non-land card, so we cannot name Dread ever. Brutal. Hello there. I think... I don't know what I'm naming, so I think I'm going to play Stoneforge here and fetch my Jite. Gross. Ugh. Bad matchup is bad. At least they already used their Cradle. Not many people have Elves in paper because of the price of Cradles. That makes sense to me. That is like one of the few cards that I'm missing for Legacy Maverick too. Crop Rod for another Cradle? Gross. We're just getting hoofed here. I mean, we had a plan, but then my opponent went off on turn 2 on the draw, and we just didn't get to do anything. And to be fair, my opponent was a real professional and they didn't draw their progenitors, which is something that happens always if you're playing progenitors in your deck. Just naturally draw it and then you can never cast it, so. Good job, opponent. Made a 4-color Yorion pile, but I forgot Yorion, but I'm 4-0. That's some next level thinking. Wombo combo. Good job. Maybe your opponents are like expecting you to cast Yorion and you just outplay them by never revealing the Yorion. You make them wonder. The memes are strong. Explaining his all the combo decks today. This is probably what, Sneaky Show? Fuck me, I guess. All right, Caracas off the top. So technically we have one more draw step towards the Caracas. I'm of course not playing stuff into my opponent's Annihilator trigger, right? I'm starting to believe that right now we might be in the saddest timeline, chat. So this guy's good, this guy's no good, this guy is good, this is medium, this can go. Swords. Like, this is a fun format, every deck is Neobrand. Yeah, but like, I mean, we did have outs, right? Whereas in Modern, you just don't. Like, if your opponent Greaser brands you on turn 1, like my opponent just did, you have 0 outs, while we did have some outs. Honestly, it might have been wrong for our opponent to go for that, right? If we had access to like Palace Jailer or something like that, then we would have actually blown them out. So I'm not even sure whether it was correct for them to go all in on turn 1. This hand is good if my opponent has Omniscience, basically. And it's pretty disruptive. Go turn 1 Vial and then start boarding them. They play non-basic, we waste it. So it's not as bad as it looks. We need to top deck though. And this is kind of the problem of Death and Taxes specifically, right? It's just you don't play Brainstorm and you don't play the cantrips basically, so. Yep. Okay. So we can probably Relic Warder the Lotus Petal next turn? Never mind. Oh. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay, so this is the first one. With a trigger on the stack. Going to activate. Yes. Now we're gonna bring this up. I'm gonna bring this one up as well. Now we waste my opponent. And we attack because we're gonna be tapping their land and their upkeep. Just leaving the D&T Dream here. Stuff? No, you don't get to do stuff. No. Yes. It's pretty good. So we're going to be taking this turn off, and I'm going to be stealing their land on my end step. Let's equip there. This also protects this guy from an abrade or something. My opponent has seen enough. On my own end step, I was going to Violent Flicker Wisp and take their land so they can't even cantrip on their turn. Then on the next turn, we go back to doing the same, right? And we're starting, like, we're starting to clock them really, really fast. So this is going to be like 6 damage this turn, so they're going to down to 13. Then next turn is going to be 6 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1, so they're going down to 3. That's what we need to happen. That's exactly what we need to happen to win this one. I mean, it worked last time, so why wouldn't it work again, right? What can go wrong? What could possibly go wrong, right? What could possibly go wrong? So they pondered and shuffled, and no second land. So I think I'm gonna port them. It's effectively the same as using Thalia. The difference is that this plays around force of a force of will. Yeah, them sacking a land to ponder is just pretty good for us. Yeah. So now we mom. Now we vial. Yes. We main face this. And I think the mom is just gonna start getting in there. I think I'm gonna play a Wasteland. Port. Stupid critters. Just like... I mean, I said this is what we needed to happen, and it did happen, so... It's only fair, right? This deck is kind of hilarious, honestly. Sometimes you look at this deck and it's just like a pile of terrible cards, and when you just put them together and you play the games, you're like, oh, okay, all right, I understand how this works. This makes sense here. Elves is unbeatable though, so there's that. There is that. All right, we haven't had to wait too much this time around. Sure. That was savage. That was awesome. Ian 3217, thank you for the follow. You can Flagstones on turn 1. Poggers. Put him most to 6. Bop, 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 can't waste me, bum, 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 can't waste me, bum, 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 bum. Marsh Flats. Another Dredge? No, this is not Dredge. This is a lot worse. So I guess we're gonna waste them, right? And just hope that they cannot get back that dude. Because like Thalia doesn't do literally anything in this board. But yeah, we're facing the Gak over there. Kind of have to delay these vines as much as possible. Love me some Gak. Yep. The Gak's pretty solid. Gak has been doing well lately in the challenges. There's so many Gak lists too. It's kind of confusing. Stoneforge? Revoker. This does literally nothing, right? Literally nothing. My opponent's playing our Wasteland pretty effectively there. Hoping Eternal Awaken goes into GS so he can Gak people. Yeah, seems like something that you are probably going to be able to do. Bomb it. Those are some vines coming back. So do I block with this Thalia? I think I do. It exiles 2 bridges. And then we can revoke her. Well, we have to plow one of these. Yeah, I think I'm gonna trade. I guess if it's not even trade, we're gonna chump, or maybe they don't do anything. It's also okay. There's literally nothing that I can revoke here, right? There's nothing in their 60 cards. Altar is the only thing, but they can't really cast the altar because I'm thinking of wastelanding them. Which is probably the line, by the way, to waste them. So we can revoke her plus waste. Alternatively, we could plow plus waste. It's probably better. This cannot name lands, so fetches no. You can name fetches with this. So it's basically, do I want a revoker or do I want to plow? Auntie's Soul is $40. What, on MTGO? Really? Or in paper? Yeah, in MTGO they're like $10, which they always been kind of expensive. I think I don't own any, do I? I don't think I do. No, feels bad. Feels bad, man. Multiple times I considered buying them, but I just didn't. Man, this is a tough turn. I think I'm actually gonna revoke her so I don't have to throw away the Thalia. Gonna name Altar of Dementia, which is the only card that we can name in their deck. The only problem is that now they're probably gonna name STP if they therapy. Well, everyone block cards are super expensive in paper TC and play. Yeah, which makes sense. They only saw exactly one printing. Which was the card that I found the other day? Oh, Gleeful Sabotage. Gleeful Sabotage is somehow like $2, which is like a random common from Lorwyn. And it kind of doesn't see play. The only place where it sees a very small amount of play is in Pauper Elves. But somehow it is like a somehow expensive card, which is hilarious. So Thalia is doing something here, but I am very, very happily chump blocking one of these BridgeVine if my opponent chooses to attack. Man, they play like 16 lands or 17 lands and they have been able to play through my wastelands like nothing. Feels bad, man. So how do we win this game? Winning this game involves, I guess, Recruiter for Stoneforge, right? And then we get Batterskull. And then Batterskull can kind of hopefully stabilize. If they have Cabal Therapy, we get destroyed, but yeah. So we're hoping for no therapy here. It gets played in Pauper Stompy too. Yeah, there's like one Pauper event. There's been one Pauper event historically, but yeah. Bloom Tender is $50. Oh yeah, because of Commander. When there's some random card that has no reason to be ridiculously expensive, but it is, the only answer to that is Commander. That is always the answer. They have the therapy, don't they? Okay, they get back a vine. It's getting rough out here. So we take 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 down to 5. Next turn we plow one of these, we chump the other one, we play Stoneforge. We're dead. Okay. What do we need to draw to get out of this? I don't think there's anything that we can draw to get out of this. I think we're just done. It's too many bench vines. We jump here, we plow here. Yeah, we're just dead. I think if we had had a Stoneforge instead of the Revoker, we might have been fine. Oh well. Alright, so actually Path seems good in this matchup as opposed to against Dredge. This means, well, this is in play, they cannot trigger Venge Vines, which is kind of cute. Alright, so this can go, this can go. I feel like I've been siding out Pilot Jailer in literally every single matchup, which is probably true. The Thalias can go. What kind of music do I play? Tenorca, basically I will play whatever they will pay me to play. So usually what I actually play in shows and stuff is like top 40 or like rock, stuff like that. But what I like playing the most is progressive metal. That's kind of what ignited the flame for me. Bands like I don't like Dream Theater that as much anymore. Sometimes I listen to it because of, you know, the good old nostalgia factor, but I don't really like them as much anymore. So I started playing drums because of Dream Theater and Tool though. And then as years went by, I started listening to other stuff. Like for example, I'm a big fan of Hacken. Big fan of I've been listening to Thank You Scientist a lot lately. There's also why showing me okay. Oh, but they don't get a basic. I was gonna say that they get a basic, but they didn't. ACT is one of my favorite bands of all time. Carnival is one of my favorite bands of all time. Ever listened to Gojira? Yeah, I used to when I was a kid. I don't really. Meh, they're kind of. I don't like them that much, really. I was never a big fan, and I'm not that big of a fan right now, anyway. So I guess now we get Thalia. That's not a good draw. It's pretty rough. The good thing is that now, like, they need more lands to answer my cage, and as long as they can't answer my cage, we're probably ahead. Living the truth, think of the follow. So this cage is kind of all it really comes down to. I guess these cages are all that this comes down to. This plays into Force of Vigor specifically, but it plays around some other form of hate. Hello peoples, living the truth, welcome to the stream. And hello to you as well. How's it going? What instrument do I play? I play drums. Prog Metal suggests you're a drummer or guitarist. Well, I guess you figured me out, Tenorca. You figured me out. What do we got here? 3 mana for what? Altar of Dementia. That is probably fine. What will be pretty good though is for us to start just drawing uncastable cards. This is actually kind of annoying It means that all of the dudes that they cast, they can just sack them for value in response. First time catching the stream, been building a bit more and foundation. Oh, sweet, yeah. What's up, Will? How's it going? How did the stream end up? You were 3-0 when I left. Did you get there? Craverino. Response to the Fletch. I'm probably gonna plow this. They mill me? Interesting that they didn't sack. It's probably better in their graveyard than in the exile zone. At Goblin match, lol, yeah. It was kind of ridiculous. I am surprised you got away with that much. Your opponent was really struggling over there. And my opponent is a master of throwing lands against my fetch lands. Against my wastelands, I mean. It's kind of funny that they're milling me. Like, is that their strategy right now? Not sure how good of a strategy that is. Maybe they're just getting info? Is that realistic? Land would be nice. Okay. So I think I'm gonna waste their second green source so they cannot hardcast Divine. And then we attack. If they don't block, I'm just gonna plow the... And of course it's better for me to plow this so I don't make my opponent gain life with the Path to Exile, right? They probably don't see value in self-mill until they can remove cages. That is not the thing though. Like, you want your graveyard to be filled up so when you finally get rid of the cages you actually have something of value to do with it. So I don't think that's how it works, really. We're winning this race, though, so I don't know why they're attacking. Unless they have a second vine? They don't. Gravecrawler does not block. Could also be that opponent just isn't very good. I mean, true, it could be. But it's... I mean, I guess it's... I like to always think that my opponents are competent players. I guess technically right now they are the ones winning the race. Stitcher Supplier. Alright, I guess we don't even need to show them the Path to Exile. I guess they could have a trophy or something like that. See, that's why they didn't mill themselves. But if you're milling me, like you probably should not mill me unless you're expecting that. Unless you're expecting that to be your win condition, right? Because when you finally, like, if you finally draw the Force of Vigor, you can get rid of both cages and you can go off if you have something to go off with, right? But like my opponent's graveyard didn't have too much good stuff. They had like one BridgeVine. That was it. They moved to 6. Could they be playing around Surgical? I mean, can they really play around Surgical? I feel like they were in a situation where they have to try to play in order to make, if the best case scenario does happen for them, to make it so that they can get the most out of it. Exactly, playing around Surgical is just like, you're losing on board, right? So like playing around Surgical doesn't make too much sense. This is not a keep, right? This is a keep. So we're gonna keep this one. And I guess we're gonna bottom the Crusader. We can always go fetch it if we need it with the Recruiter. And we currently cannot cast it, so. Supplier. Okay. It's a pretty good top deck there. Pretty good top deck there. Therapy. So I guess with Surgical Divines in response. Get rid of this problem. All right. Therapy me. I don't know what you name in the blind. Stoneforge Mystic? Rest in peace. That's a good name. That's a good name. If I were my opponent, I would definitely sack this right now. And get one of my cards. I don't know which one they want to get, but they definitely should sack this right now. Because if I get to untap and plow this, yeah, definitely correct for them to do this. Yeah, they mill the bridge. Blind hit would have been rough. Yeah, it would have been. It would have hurt for sure. So their hand is just 2 lands. So that's good, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play this GT actually instead of tapping their land. Maybe we get punished, but like this means that I get to put counters on the GT with this mom on the attack step. Which is probably decent. And they have 0 answers to creatures in their deck. Because I'm looking at their list right now. They do have answers to artifacts. But their answer to artifact are 4 Force. Oh, they have Abrupt Decay. They have 2 Abrupt Decays. So I guess that maybe they have that. Well, I guess I can wait. It is exactly the same, right? No. So I wasteland the blue source, right? So they can't grab me. Yeah. So we wasteland the blue source first. So if they have a Brab Decay, they need to use it right now. They drew the Decay? Wow, crazy. So I didn't waste my mana there. So now I know that I can attack, but I can upkeep the board instead of wasting my mana. Hashtag sequencing. Death and Taxes is particularly a deck that really rewards tight sequencing and really punishes not tight sequencing. We can Recruiter. We can main phase Recruiter for Wisp, and then we can main phase Wisp the Recruiter. And then we fetch something else, so we kind of get like a little bit of a chain going there, and we start developing our board state. I think I like that. It gives my opponent mana for one turn. And I think we do this right. I should have done it on end step. This is actually a mistake. I should have done this on end step. Because now I exposed myself to the Cabal Therapy for no reason. That was a mistake. That was actually a punt there for sure. Man, I made the correct line and I was so happy about myself, and now I messed it up. Whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna get, I think, another Flicker Wisp. I guess I should have gotten another. No, Recruiter is just a better card, so. Because now they can like cast something and they can therapy away the Wisp. Study. Second Bridge. You think the amulet player would be better at sequencing? I guess you'd think wrong. Fortunately, we get never punished, so it's fine. So this is 3, 4, 5. We can play Recruiter, go with Mirror Crusader. This is 5 down to 12. Mirror Crusader, it's 4 damage. 4, 9, 10. Ugh, we went down to 2? So close. Still think that's correct. I don't think holding up Mom makes a lot of sense. What I could do, no, Wisp is just lethal, right? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. So Wisp is just lethal here. So we blink the Recruiter. Now we get Mirror Crusader. And this is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So my opponent needs to put something on the board or they are actually just dead. Beep, 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 beep. Legacy Death and Taxes Master. Also, this is like the most D&T league ever, right? This is winning 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, and then losing 0-2. That's like the most D&T result ever. Playing against turn 1 Lucky. Sounds like a fine keep. Particularly if my opponent goes turn 1 Lucky. Worth every channel point. The fact that I'm getting my money back at least, it's pretty hype, I'm not gonna lie. Playing our own Wasteland. My opponent is playing Goblins. Nice. They're not hiding it, right? They're just like, yeah, I'm playing Goblins. Whatever. What are you gonna do about it? I think we get Sword of Fire and Ice. Next turn we can activate plus plow. We can plowtivate. They do have the lucky poggers. Playing Caracas, so I guess that they're not playing black. They're Canter Laden. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody from their Canter Laden stream. Playing some Legacy D&T. As you can see. How was your stream? What were you up to today? Der Kartenladen. It's a German name. The car store. Oh, okay, cool. Sweet, sweet, sweet. What you got, OP? Tarfire? To be fair, Tarfire would be kind of gross. I think I can't really play around Tarfire though. Oh my god! Why would you do that, opponent? Why would you do that? Are we ready to call it? I'm kinda ready to call it, if I'm being honest. Kinda ready to call it. So they better have something that can destroy equipment, or we're done here. Like the artwork from the original leader. Yeah, I always go for OG art on everything all the time. No exceptions. That's not true. There's exactly one exception, which is the card Knight of the Reliquary. The alt art for Knight of the Reliquary is actually super sweet. War Chief. Matron. Right? Trash Master. Makes sense. Take two. Thank you for that follow there. Woosh 97. Appreciate that. So what we can do is we can sack all the gobos, right? We can reset their vial. So we attack, we kill this. We wisp, reset their vial. Support. No Trust Master for you. And we upkeep the red source. New art better? Oh yeah, the OG art is just so iconic to me. I remember being like 15 and my opponent, my brother had a Goblin deck. It's pretty cool. This is a concession. Yep. All right, that's pretty cool. So we probably want these. We want these. Maybe these, probably not. I don't think we want these. I think we do want these one, but we don't want this one. Mom sounds great. Stoneforge sounds excellent. Thalia sounds horrendous. So let's cut all the Thalias. Revokers are medium, fine. Crusader seems pretty rough, though it uses equipment very nicely, but our opponent, like, it doesn't have protection from anything really. Disenchant, no OG art. Is this not the OG Disenchant? Which one is the OG Disenchant? This is the oldest one that you can find in MTGO. I know that. Because I literally opened here, I put Disenchant. And then I did this. And I looked, I strictly looked for, oh no, this is the oldest one. Never mind, I guess I didn't. Yeah, that is the OG Disenchant. Yeah, I punted. All right, chat, you got me. You got me, I punted. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. All right. I apologize. Feel free to unfollow after that massive punt on my part. Okay, so back to this nonsense. One Cataclysm for funsies. Maybe if my opponent goes too wide on me or something. Unsub. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oddly enough, if my opponent goes turn 1 Lucky into turn 2, kill your mom, and go from there, we might be in trouble. But I think that the curve of turn 1 mom into turn 2 Stoneforge is really, really strong in this matchup. Now I am follow, but it's followers only chat, so I had to refollow. Next level plays, Flamer. Next level plays. So we revoke naming conspicuous Snoop. Is that the line? I think so, right? Conspicuous Snoop. Pass the turn. And they drew a pile driver, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Top of their deck is in Vial. That is brutal. So we need to draw a land this turn in order to stay in this game, because my opponent has a Vial, and I'm in really rough shape here. They can't attack at least, which is good. But I need a land right now. Land! Now they're gonna have Vile plus nonsense. Gross. So... I guess we can plow it. They have no way to sack, which is good. Yo, Arkin! Thank you for the raid, man. Oh, how did your stream go? We're playing some D&T over here. It's a Dono list. See if we get to blow them out here. So they have a cavern. Munitions expert on top. If they do something of relevance, Matron. Okay. Huh. Didn't choose to cast that. Just playing against goblins in all formats, apparently. Well, we're gonna plow in response. Which kind of sucks, because I wanted to like take this turn to make the more mana efficient play, but like this is gonna be a massacre if I don't plow this not right now. And now they kind of wasted a Matron. They did time walk me though, effectively speaking, because I was not able to activate my Stoneforge. So that kind of sucks. We can name Bile. The Ewok Civil War. I think that we're gonna chill for this turn. Sand versus mountain. Nice. War Marshal. I mean, they are going wide, but they don't really have good attacks. Join the foothills, and they whiffed, so that's good. So we're probably gonna shuffle now, and hopefully they whiff again. Please whiff. That's like, that's not whiffing, right? that's kind of not whiffing. God damn it. That is definitely not whiffing. Alright. Fuck, man. Lucky doesn't really matter. Okay. So we block here. We block here. And we block here. We take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We give protection, we give protection. Next turn we untap, we equip the Stoneforge, we serve and we kill the Snoop. And they are drawing a Python Needle, which is basically dead. So I think this is fine. Got the 5-0 with 80 card, no companion. Nice. Pro red. Pro red. I think my opponent kind of gave up a little bit this match. So the Snoop is more impactful here than the War Chief, I think. Yes. And they're drawing a Python Needle, which is gonna name Mother of Runes. Which is honestly kind of annoying, but it's fine. Can't really answer the Python Needle though. Carlins to 240. Yo, we have Molder with the 2 sub. Thank you so much for the support, Molder. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Back at it, trying to update my paper deck. Rip bank. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? We block there, we block there, we jump here, take 2. I guess I'd rather block here. Man, the mana issues have been a huge deal this game. I think I need to continue attacking. Dark Saga coming back with the tweet from sub as well. Welcome back, Dark Saga. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 8th month of support. I mean, we have to draw lands here, right? Gonna get Butterskull, play a Mom. Oops. So unless they draw the Lord, we should be kind of in fine shape. Or the, okay, that's a whiff. Case Heroes with a Twitch sub, welcome back. Got my Wasteland in the mail and now got my resub. Oh yeah, hell yeah, Case Heroes. Thank you so much for coming back to the Primetime Stronghold. Really appreciate the support. Okay, so what do we lose to here? We can Jailer. If they draw a Ringleader, we are in trouble. Especially if they are able to steal my Monarch. But I think I have to YOLO here. Because like this dude was starting to get problematic. We did deal with a War Chief. I don't know how many copies of War Chief they play. We're kind of playing with fire though, because like if they ever regain the Monarch, they get a Moxus trigger again. Which is pretty gross. So there's that. And I think I'm going on full defense here. Definitely interested in drawing the card, but Wasteland. So I think we're gonna revoke the Vials. And with the Vials revoked, then the Snoop doesn't do anything. So now the question is, do I want to hold up Stoneforge? Or do I want to play another Revoker naming Snoop or something like that? I think naming Snoop doesn't make much sense because my opponent only have access to 5 mana. Also, I tapped the Wasteland. I just realized it would be really cool if I could undo that, but I can't. Yeah, that was kind of a big punt. That was kind of a big punt. Should have Wastelanded their Cavern. Limit their outs. I think I'm gonna port my opponent here. Definitely a punter. Confirm Abanda growth good fixing. If you say so. Wombo combo. We got the 4-1. That's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. I think this is the first time I played Death and Taxes on stream. Where's my list? Here. This is again the list that top 8 the challenge over the weekend. So yeah, I mean it was pretty smooth overall. It was pretty smooth. We got a little bit lucky, definitely, but like I guess we did mulligan properly against all the graveyard decks, right? We beat Dredge, we beat BridgeVine, we beat Sneak and Show too. Turn 1 lucky, thank you for the follow. Yeah, GG's turn 1 lucky. That was cool. I was really afraid of that Snoop, but then I realized that you might just have like maybe 1 copy of the Boggart. So like you probably are not playing many copies of the card because it's not very good, and you still are probably just using it for the card advantage more so than the combo value. But yeah, beating the resolved Moxes when I was like super stuck on mana was definitely pretty cool. No copies of Boggart Kiki. Yeah, so you're just playing it for value, right? It's pretty sweet. Makes sense, honestly. You might not want to mess around with that that combo in Legacy. Probably don't have the time. All right, so yeah, I mean, not much to say about this deck. It's just Death and Taxes, right? It's just DNT. What are you going to? What can you really say about this deck? It's just fun. It's just fun. It's cool. This build felt pretty smooth. The Recruiter did some cool stuff. Yeah, not much else to say. Moving on to the next deck, though, we're going to be streaming some Strife for Pile. This is Lynn Chalice's list from the top 8 of the challenge over this weekend. So this is what we're going to be working with in the next league. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be taking a very, very short break. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.